live. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in at this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching the replay, thank you so much. Don't like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, Lakers love to make things interesting, that's for sure. Okay. I don't love the, being down 15 and coming back. Lakers need to kind of break that habit, right? Lakers love to just give teams, 15 to 20 point leads and then come back. But, great win. I'll take this win as a great win against a good team that they were on a 5-game win streak, right? Coming into this game. So, great win. I mean, look, Austin Reaves, we're going to talk about him in a second, but can we give it up for Maxi Kleba? Like, if you are somebody that didn't watch the game and you just go and look at the box score, you're going to be like, Maxi Kleba, he didn't do anything, right? But if you actually watch that game, he did everything. That guy did literally everything. That guy, Maxi Kleba, this might have been his best game as a Laker. Or I think this was his best game as a Laker. And that, again, you look at his baseline stats, he gave you 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals, right? He was a plus 23. But he was just everywhere. He was hustling, he was doing the dirty work, getting offensive rebounds. He was phenomenal this game, right? Seriously, I was like, let's go, Maxi. But Austin Reaves, first off, hopefully Luka's okay, right? Hopefully Luka's been dealing with kind of nagging injuries. So, maybe we give him a game off or two. He can't miss too many games, which is the problem if he wants to get MVP and stuff like that. So, it's one of those things where it's give him a night off or two, something like that. But, great performance by Austin Reaves. He looked like pre-injury Austin Reaves, right? Going and giving you MVP level numbers and just dominating. He came off the bench too. He was 12 of 17, 5 of 8, 6-7 from 3-point range, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 35 points. I don't like the 5 turnovers. Same thing with Luka. Luka had 5 turnovers in 15 minutes, which is crazy. And then LeBron, the 8 turnovers. They were applying a ton of ball pressure. They were trapping our ball handlers every time they touched the basketball. But got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. That's my one knock on this game. Lakers beat Philadelphia by 70 if they took care of the basketball. At one point, right, it was a 3-point game, and the 76ers were a plus 16 in points off of turnovers. It's dude, you're up 20, right? If you take care of the basketball. So got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. But Austin Reaves was phenomenal, and he did all that in 25 minutes because he's on minute restriction. So he didn't play he played the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. So he really did that in 3 quarters, which is even more impressive, and was aggressive, looking for a shot, all of that. A lot of guys look good. And look, believe it or not, this is something that I actually talked about literally the other day in a live stream. Some of you that were there might remember. I was like, after we get past the trade deadline, don't be surprised if guys start playing better, right? Because again, now they know okay, I'm on the team still, right? I'm on the roster still, especially young guys, Jake LaRavia, Rui Hachimura, right? Rui's looking at it as yeah, I feel like I'm safe, but you never really know. I really also liked, because Lakers bench scoring was phenomenal this game. We had, obviously Austin Reaves dropping 35 off the bench helps, but Rui gave you 14 and 7. But I liked, believe it or not, I actually liked the unit where Reaves and LeBron were on the bench and Marcus Smart was running it, and they were running their offense through Rui Hachimura, especially because he had it going in that stretch, right? And I've talked about that. I don't know how many times. I've made literally entire videos about that, right? About running your offense through Rui Hachimura, right? Because if you're going to bring him off the bench, you should better maximize him in the mismatches. And again, I'm not saying you have to run your entire offense. They ran the entire offense down that stretch and through Rui. I'm not saying you have to necessarily do that every game, but again, give him better quality looks. Let him, especially when he has the advantages and he has the mismatches and stuff. I'd like to see that. Guys were aggressive. They were spry. I thought, you had what, 2, 4, 6 guys in double figures. Marcus Smart was 3 points away from being another guy. It was a good team effort, a good team game. Dalton Connect even got minutes. Like JJ went pretty deep, right? Which I like, I appreciate. I'm excited when Canard comes, hopefully next game, against the Warriors, right? Play the Warriors. Another good thing too is Houston lost, the Suns lost. Thank you, Warriors, coming back. So a couple teams that we're kind of in the trenches with right now ended up losing. So that's huge for the Lakers to kind of help leapfrog things. I want to give JJ credit, and because again, like, we're quick to criticize JJ, but thought he did a really good job of sticking with the guys that got the lead, right? Like I really like that, because we've seen JJ do that at times where, like, we'll have a unit out there that's got the lead and he'll like go away from it, and it's like, dude, come on, like, we're killing it. Like, just ride your guys, right? Like, if LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reaves don't have to play the rest of the game because these guys are, taking care of it, then so be it, right? And I thought JJ did a good job of sticking with those guys, letting them kind of go and get the lead, and then kind of figuring it out from there. So and then he injected, like, they went and got like 4 straight points, and then they injected Reaves, and then he kind of took over. So again, I really liked what we saw from Reaves, Maxi Kleba, and just the team as a whole. I mean, again, we got a trade, we got a sharpshooter who's coming, right? That's going to help tremendously with our floor spacing, with our shooting, open things up for guys, which is going to be massive. A guy that I really hope he gets the reps, right? Like I talked about in my breakdown video of him, is that, like, it's really like his impact is going to be based on how many reps does he get a game, right? Like, in my opinion, you need to be getting him 8 attempts a game from 3-point range, right? I mean, you're talking about a guy that's shooting 50%. Now, obviously, it'll take time for him to kind of, our playmakers to remember and realize that he's out there, but also, him to kind of learn our offense and what he needs to do and stuff like that. But, like, it's very simple. You got the ball, shoot it, right? Like, that's it. That's it. So hopefully, that will be a move. And then obviously we got the buyout market. So we got a lot of things to be happy about right now, right? We got a trade. We are on a win streak. We just beat a good team. We won at home. Lakers have been a really good road team. They've been terrible at home this year. We won at home, right? You got our reinforcements coming in the GOAT shooter coming to the Lakers, the next game. Like, it's just, again, you start stacking up some of these, and you got the buyout market coming up, right? So this was great. I'm really excited to kind of see how things progress. And like I mentioned, just a really great win on a night where it looked for a long time that, oh no, Lakers are about to lose this game, right? Lakers are about to get smacked. This is not good. Here we go, another good team. Lakers get ran through, and they didn't. Lakers did what they were supposed to do. They rattled off the win, which I really appreciate. I'm glad that the Lakers did it. And again, Austin Reaves was phenomenal. This is his second game back. So again, I don't want to, if the next game he's a little rocky, I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but we might not be with Luka. So if we are without Luka in the next game, this is gonna suck, right? We don't have any news on it, at least that I saw jumping onto this live stream. I'm sure there's comments in the chat that I'm gonna get to here in a moment. I'll answer all your super chat questions, all the regular chat questions, but it said that it was left leg soreness, so maybe hopefully it's just like a cramp or something like that, and they're just being cautious. Lakers have been overly cautious. It's just like, can we just have our big three play together? Like these guys have just these guys, like, it's like every time, like, Reaves comes back and then Luka goes down, and then we don't have LeBron. Like, these guys have played, like, I think it was like 185 minutes together or something like that. This is just like, can we get our main three guys? Can we get those guys out there and see what we could do? Because look, if we are going to have a chance to win a championship, it's going to be on Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves. Luka and LeBron, we know what they can do in the playoffs. If Austin Reaves can keep playing to the level that he's playing right now, again, I like our chances. Right? Like, you add in Luke Canard, you go bring in two guys off the buyout market. The problem is Maxi Kleba might have just like, so you waving Dalton Connect now? Right? You waving your young guy? And like Maxi Kleba is over here just like, I mean, this game, you watch this game and you're like, dude, you can't wave him. Like, we need him. Right? But anyway, let's get into all the super chat questions, all the regular chat questions. Real quick for me, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button to me, or for me. And let's get into the chat here. Give me 1 second. Let me, I need my computer's about to die. So let me plug that in real quick. And then we will jump into, there we go. And then we'll jump into the chat here. I just don't want to disappear on all of you. I don't want to. There we go. Boom. Perfect. All right. Let's get into all these super chat questions, all the regular chat questions. Let's go. Starting us off. Miguel, coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Classic depression to euphoria Laker game. Spot on. Right? Lakers love to make things interesting, right? Lakers love to kind of, keep us as fans on our toes, right? Lakers love to kind of just like, make sure we're engaged. Like, hey, are you sitting down? Right? It's like those info commercials. It's like, do you suffer from depression to euphoria watching Laker games? Well, just so happens that we're going to do it again to you. It's like, but look, I'll take the wins, whether it's by 2 or 20. I care less. Just win the game. We're on a win streak. We're riding a high. Let's keep this up, right? Like, can we finish this homestand strong? And the other thing is too, is like, you always want the first win, right? On any homestand, any road trip, anything like that, you always want to get the first game, because it takes so much pressure off of everything, right? Lakers lose this game, it's like, oh man, now we have to win the next game. Otherwise, we're 0-2 at home, right? Where now you got this one. Now you're kind of, you're playing with house money, literally, right? Like, so you're just kind of, we can ease into it type thing. But appreciate you. And then Cypher coming out to $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Look at Austin getting his trade value up for when he's eventually trade him. And LeBron was struggling to dribble the ball in the second half. Yeah, I mean, they were doing a really good job. Like, I mentioned it when I was doing the breakdown. 8 turnovers for LeBron, 5 turnovers in 15 minutes for Luka, and 5 turnovers for Austin Reaves. That's our 3 primary ball handlers. You got to take care of the basketball, right? Like, that's my one knock, right? Like, we can't have our ball handlers giving you 5 to 8 turnovers on a regular basis, right? LeBron's been better, things like that. Like, clearly the Sixers game plan was apply ball pressure. I mean, they were applying ball pressure full court almost all game. So, again, we got to do a better job with that, because teams are going to do that, especially once you get to the playoffs. Teams are going to be applying that ball pressure, be applying that physicality. This was also a very physical game. It was like, which I appreciate. If you're going to let them play, let them play. No, there's a couple both ways where you're kind of like, like, pick a side. Like, are you letting them play, or are you not? And free throw, there was no like free throw disparity. The Sixers had 23 free throws. Lakers had 27. So again, it wasn't like, this massive thing. So I'm glad that the Lakers were able to pull off that win and get that going. And then Cypher came in with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Canard will open things up for Ayton. Agreed. 1,000%. I actually talked about that in my breakdown video, right? One of the problems with Ayton is teams pack the paint against the Lakers. Right. So when teams are packing the paint against the Lakers, now DeAndre Ayton has to fight through 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. Right. Because counting Laker players too. Right. Like, and so, like I've talked about, you look at his best games this season, it's not a coincidence that usually the Lakers are shooting the ball well and they're playing good defense. Like they're playing a good game, right? So, having somebody like a Canard out there that's going to draw the defense and have, teams have to stick to him. Like you can do things where you put, Canard on one side and Rui on the other side, and now spread teams out. And Ayton even has his ability to pass out of the post, to where, you can dump it down to him, and then he just, if they collapse, you're just kicking out easy corner pass to Canard or Rui and letting them knock down the shot. So again, yeah, I mean, Canard's going to open stuff up for everybody. Right? He's going to make Luka and Austin Reaves and LeBron James' job easy. He's going to make, again, he's just going to make everyone's job easy, and really will help, DeAndre Ayton as well. I agree with you. And Melvin coming out $2 for chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Reaves should continue to come off the bench. I mean, he will for a while, but I don't think it'll be like, if we're expecting him to come off the bench all season and then playoffs, I don't see that happening. I don't think he wants that. I don't think his agent would want that, right? Because even if he's sticking around with the Lakers, right? Like he's supposed to be the guy alongside Luka. And top of that, it's like, in case, like Reaves isn't going to want, and his agent isn't going to want his, his value to go down, right? Like they're going to want to maintain their value in case the Lakers, because again, if his value goes down and then, Lakers go like, okay, well now, we're only worth 35 million. So we're only going to give you 35 million. So again, I don't expect it. I've said all season and in the offseason, I think Rui and Austin Reaves should come off the bench, because Reaves now gets to run the show. You can better scatter the three guys' minutes. Luka usually likes to dominate the basketball and shoot a bunch of, half of his field goal attempts in the first quarter. So you can let Luka be Luka. Then you bring Luka to the bench, bring in Austin Reaves, and then let it be the Austin Reaves show. And I just think you can better balance that. So, but if I'm being honest, if we're all being honest, if you're counting on Reaves coming off the bench all year, it's probably going to be disappointing. So, but we'll see how this all kind of plays out, right? There's a lot of things a lot of still moving parts, stuff like that. The Lakers going to waive somebody, what's going to end up happening. So, but again, appreciate you, Melvin. Let's get into the regular chat. Tell some more super chats trickle in. Jason coming in. W, I love it. Yes, beautiful win. Pelinka is not a good GM. Once a deal comes, he's a great negotiator. Think Luka, D'Lo, and AD. I mean that's. I mean, you could argue the most important element of being a GM, right? Like, yeah. I mean, you find a deal. I mean, you got to find deals too, but deals like usually. There's two ways, right? Like most GMs are, it's the what do you think game. It's like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Right? And sometimes, but the thing is like I don't think Pelinka has a clear plan. Preserve cap space and go big game hunting. Like we all talked about it. As soon as Giannis, as soon as we all realized Giannis wasn't going to get traded, we all knew, okay, Lakers aren't going to make a big splash. That's why I wanted Giannis to get traded. I did. Lakers, yes. Do they have like a puncher's chance at Giannis? Sure. But like, it's just, as long as the Lakers believe that they can get Giannis onto the Antetokounmpo, they're going to do everything they can to try to get Giannis onto the Antetokounmpo, including waiting and being patient. I do appreciate Rob found a solid deal. I do think it's an upgrade over Gabe Vincent. I do think he could potentially have a lot of potential. You can make an argument Luke Canard may have a better overall impact than any other guy other than like a high, like, a Wiggins or something, like a high-end wing, right? Like somebody we would have to trade our first with. But you can make an argument that Canard might have a bigger impact than anybody else. Like an Akaya Baji, Io DeSumo, any of that, just because, again, his floor spacing and shooting is so valuable, so important, but it's also going to help everybody else, right? Like, obviously, we need the defense and athleticism and things like that. We absolutely do. But one minor guy, it's why I said we need 2, 3, 4 guys, but one minor guy isn't going to fix all of that. Yeah, it'll make you a little better in that area. But again, like Lakers are clearly kind of leaning and nudging towards the offensive side of things. And I think Canard will help. Like, get Rob, for as much as people criticize Rob Pelinka's had more success than most GMs in the league. Right? I mean, Sam Presti is unanimously looked at as the best GM in all of basketball by like a large margin. And they have the same number of championships. And Rob Pelinka did it in half the time. Right? Like, the Lakers have more conference finals in that time than the Warriors or than the Thunder do, right? Like, it's just the Russell Westbrook trade set us back. And we've been kind of paying for the sins of that since. This is the first offseason since 2029 where the Lakers have everything. They're projected to have now, I believe, the most cap space this offseason. You're the Lakers. You have Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves and 3 first, like, and it's not even about like Giannis or anything like that, right? Like, even like now, Jaden McDaniels, hey, Minnesota, you want Giannis, right? You're gonna have to trade Jaden McDaniels. Well, it'd be nice, some shiny draft picks, right? Like stuff like that. Now you can even get involved in that or do trades where you absorb guys, right? Like the Kaya Baji trade, where the Nets were able to just take on a Kaya Baji and got paid for it, got a second round pick for it, right? In the offseason, Lakers will be able to make moves like that. There's every offseason, every trade deadline, there's a move like that. Hey, we need to get off of this guy. Obviously, it has to make sense for the Lakers. The Lakers aren't, the Nets where they're a tanking team and just accumulating assets. But every year there's a guy or two that's like, hey, we need to get off of this guy. And, in a Kaya Baji situation, it's like, oh, hey, we can take him. We can take that guy. We can do that. Like, and you're going to give us an asset? Yeah, sure. We'll take him on. Right. Like, especially in a lot of times the guy only has like 1 year or whatever. So it's like, hey, we still maintain cap flexibility. We can always flip him at some point during the trade deadline, but he's a guy that can help us right now. Right. Like, those are the kind of things. So, like, I don't think Rob Pelinka is the greatest GM ever. Like, I don't think he's like the GOAT GM, but I think he's better than people at times want to give him credit for. Like, again, my big argument all the time is like, because everyone's always like, fire Rob. Okay, for who? And usually it's Bob, like, oh, Bob Myers. Like, Bob Myers, you got to keep in mind, like, Bob Myers also inherited, because he came when Draymond came, right? So he already had, like, the foundation. It was just, like, don't mess it up, right? Like, people forget about that. KD wasn't recruited by Bob Myers. He was recruited by Draymond Green and Steph and stuff like that. Like, even Bob Myers, like, it's like what? Yeah, the Iggy move and stuff like he had some nice moves and stuff like that. But all GMs do. Rob Pelinka's had some nice moves, and again, Bob Myers is with the Philly organization, so it's like things like that. But the bench fire. Oh my God, Austin and them refs were tripping. Yeah, I mean, this game was a physical game. This game was wild, but I'll take the win. And Austin Reaves was phenomenal. Let's go. What a comeback win. Man, I thought as soon as I saw Luka leave, we were cooked, but we battled back and never gave up. AR, the MVP. And that's why AR is so important, right? His shot creation, his playmaking. Again, because I know somebody's going to be like, oh, what's up now? Because you want to trade Austin Reaves. Again, Austin Reaves isn't untradeable. He's just he's a very good basketball player that the current Lakers team needs desperately because they don't have anybody like that, right? Like, so to me, it's like if, having AR and his ability to self-create and score the basketball and apply rim pressure and do all those things, just the Lakers need it. It's just, can we get everybody healthy, right? It's just like, man, it's so frustrating. We just got everybody back, and then now all of a sudden, it's going to be tough battle versus the Warriors on Saturday, especially if we don't have Luka. It's definitely going to be a tough battle. Hopefully Luka's back and right and healthy, but Warriors are dealing with some issues too right now. But Porzingis might be his first game. Maxi Kleba was special tonight. Yes, agreed. Keep AR on the bench. Problem is, I don't see that happening, realistically speaking. We need a center. I mean, again, I think DeAndre Ayton's fine. It just depends on, again, how does Canard, how does he fit and what does he do? And, who can you get in the buyout market and things like that? True Relic, Coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Vando should be in the starting lineup. His energy and defense is very impactful. Hopefully, we sign Hayward Highsmith for our bench. So, yes, couple things, right? One, sticking with the Vando part first. I mean, I agree, right? Like, Vando is fantastic. I understand the Jake LaRavia argument just because he is a better two-way guy, right? Like, he gives you the defense and he gives you the shooting and scoring. Then, like, my biggest argument is for Vando starting has always been Luka likes to dominate the basketball and take, half of his field goal attempts in the first half. So, and you let him do that anyway. So just lean into it, let him do it, embrace it, and go with somebody like Jared Vanderbilt that can rebound the basketball and whatnot. My guess is that when Austin Reaves gets injected back into the starting unit, they'll go with Marcus Smart. But I do agree. I just think Vando setting the tone, being that defensive piece, being that point of attack, helping with the rebounding, doing the hustle plays, the dirty work, I think would be very helpful. And Haywood Highsmith, yes, I think Haywood Highsmith definitely, like, I don't hate luckily Lakers have a bunch of options, but right now I lean towards, like, currently, like, as it stands, no pun intended, right? Who's available? Haywood Highsmith and Cam Thomas are probably the two I'd go after. But, and I'll have a video about this tomorrow. Portland needs to waive two guys. And I think they're going to waive at least one of, if not both, because they're both expiring contracts. Robert Williams III and Matisse Thybulle, which if those two become available, I'd really love Haywood Highsmith. We can go get him in the offseason. I really love Cam Thomas. We can go get him in the offseason. You have to go get Matisse Thybulle and Robert Williams III. Like, those immediately become the biggest priorities. Big physical interior defensive center that can be a lob threat and just getting block shots and rebound with the best of them. And then you get a legit 3-and-D. And I understand the health factor, but again, all of these buyout guys are all bought out for a reason. All of them have health issues or question marks, something like that. If they don't buy out, like, so let's say they buy out Matisse Thybulle, right? Then to me, it's Haywood Highsmith and Matisse Thybulle. If they buy out, say, just Robert Williams, then it's Haywood Highsmith and Robert Williams. I do think you can make an argument for Cam Thomas. I want to see what Canard leans to, but, like, I think there is an argument to have, like, lean into Cam Thomas because, the problem is like the Lakers are probably not going to be able to fix all their defensive woes. And, like, Matisse Thybulle and Haywood Highsmith by themselves are probably not solving it. So there is the question, like, do you go for the biggest upside? Like, which could be, a Cam Thomas. But either way, look, Lakers are going to have some options, and that's good. That's good. And I think all of those players are probably going to want to come to the Lakers to try to compete and contend and get new contracts in the offseason. So, again, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for Super Chat. Sip of water real quick. But yes, again, thank you so much. Shoot, where was I in the chat? Let's get back to the regular chat till some more trickle in. Shoot, if I can find my spot. Okay, here we go. Hopefully Luka is okay. I didn't see the injury, but no, he was out. Hopefully nothing is serious. But man, AR is him. Yeah. It was just left leg soreness. He kind of, like, looks like he stepped on somebody's leg and then just kind of, like, you could see him kind of, like, hobbled a little bit. I'm hoping it's nothing. Like, he's been dealing with since, that fall, because I believe it was his left leg, right? I think it's just a combination of things, right? He's been dealing with, like, leg issues the last, like, 2 weeks or so. I just think, he's played super heavy minutes because, like, Reaves and, guys have been out and stuff like that. Right? He's had to do and handle so much of the workload. I don't mind if they give him a game or two off. Like, hey, we're going to take the next 2 games off. Obviously, I don't want to lose those games, but Reaves coming back, I think will really help Reaves and LeBron. You're going to have to kind of carry that. LeBron got his 14-game rest. So, King of LA. Yep. Maxi Kleba's impact this game very well over Ayton. Ayton is soft against bigs. I mean, Ayton's had some monster games against some really good bigs. Joel Embiid, there we go. He was killing us, and it wasn't just an Ayton thing, right? A lot of it was, which I would have liked to correct, because the Lakers like to switch everything, and they kept switching Jake LaRavia onto Joel Embiid, which, again, Jake LaRavia is a very good defender, but he has such a disadvantage against Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid just kept shooting over the top of him, right? Like, if I was JJ, I would have been like that. If you want to criticize JJ about something, that's something that I would have been like, hey, like, stop switching that, right? Like, just make Ayton, I need you to fight through that. But like when you're doing a switch everything defense, it's kind of hard, right? Luka injury sucks, but at least Reaves is back. Yeah, but that's no. Again, I agree. Yes, but it's just like, come on, man. Can we get like 30 games with these guys, all together? The All-Star break is going to be huge for this Lakers team. Huge. Right? Because it'll give LeBron some rest. It'll give Luka Doncic some rest. And it'll give Austin Reaves some rest, which they all need. Obviously, LeBron and Luka will be in the All-Star game and stuff like that, but it's the All-Star. Like, they're not going, a 0 to 100. This is what happens when Gabe Vincent finally gets traded. The minutes that trash can got off our team, we win. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see when Canard comes. How does JJ kind of manage the minutes? Obviously, in the beginning, I don't know. I don't think he's going to play 25 minutes a night. But as he starts getting comfortable, gets assimilated, I expect Ayton will be the same, especially against Draymond. Ayton is soft. Last time the Warriors played, didn't Ayton have a good game? What was Ayton's stats the last time? Huge shout out to Maxi. I wanted him gone, but he was outstanding, and I love what he did. And now bring me Cam and Haywood, and let's go and let's roll. Yeah, I mean, look, Maxi Kleba was fantastic night. No ands, ifs, buts about it. He was phenomenal. I still think if you can get if Robert Williams gets bought out, I think you for sure have to get off of Maxi and bring in Robert Williams. But again, we'll see. We'll see how the buyout market continues and progresses. But yeah, hopefully we'll see. Because are you going to really waive Connect is the thing? Really waive your second-year player? A Pinty coming out with the $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Better keep Kleba now. Greets from Germany. Well, first off, appreciate you as always. I really do. You're always very active in the comments and chat and stuff like that, which I always appreciate. I really do. And then again, thank you so much for super chatting. Shout out to Germany, right? I'm blonde hair, blue eyes, so German. My father, my father's side, my grandmother. But Maxi Kleba, depends on who's available, right? I loved what Maxi Kleba did this game. When Hayes is back, how much is Kleba playing, right? He was great in this moment in the stretch with Jackson Hayes out, but is again, are you really waiving Dalton Connect? Are you really waiving him? Maybe. Do you get off of him now, right? I just, I would almost rather you keep him. I also want to see what can Connect do with Canard. Good thing is, here's the thing. Good thing is, Lakers probably won't sign the second guy till later. So, for example, tomorrow, let's say, I don't know if they'll sign somebody. I think they'll be patient and wait. But let's say, just argument's sake, tomorrow they sign Haywood Highsmith, right? And then Mark Williams gets bought out. What the Lakers will probably do is they'll probably go to Mark Williams and go, hey, just to let you know, we're going to sign you. We just can't sign you right now, right? So we got to wait, because you got to wait for the pro rate to actually kick in. We'll sign you once the pro rate kicks in, and then you'll be on the team, however many games are left, and then the playoffs. Right? That's kind of what I think will probably happen. If I had to guess, that's probably what my guess is. So, but appreciate you. Melvin coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Unfortunately, unfortunately, God, words are hard. Unfortunately, Luke Canard, Austin Reaves, Ayton, and Luka are all defensive liabilities. Can't win in the playoffs with non-athletic players. Like, obviously, the concern is the lack of defense and the lack of athleticism. Couple things, though, about the playoffs, right? The game slows down. Game becomes more of a half-court set. Like, I've talked about this before. All the things that the Lakers are really good at are all things that usually lead to big success come playoff time. Lakers clearly are leaning in the offensive side of things. Lakers are hoping to do the Denver route, right? Denver was 15th in defense in the regular season, which the Lakers are not 15th in defense, by the way. But in the playoffs, Denver was dead last in defense. They were the worst defensive team in the playoffs, but they were so good offensively that, they basically just steamrolled everybody, right? Like the closest anyone came was the Phoenix Suns, and it took Devin Booker having literally a historic, never been done playoff performance. It never happened before, and it's never happened since. He shot like 80% from the floor, like the entire series, and they were still only able to get 2 games, right? Like, so again, that's kind of what it seems like they're leaning into. Your Canard is going to be more of that utility guy, right? He'll play the role that Dalton Connect's supposed to play, but Dalton Connect can't play it because he hasn't been very good and he hasn't been consistent enough, right? So like, Canard is probably going to be in that like 15 to 20 minute range is probably my guess. To me, it's just about maximizing him when he's on the court, right? Like, I need to see him get the reps. Austin Reaves and Luka, you're just going to have that regardless. Ayton has athleticism. Ayton's actually very athletic, but it's hard when your teams are packing the paint and you're surrounded by 6 guys. He's not like Jackson Hayes athletic, but Jackson Hayes is Jackson Hayes for a reason, like his insane athleticism. Again, it'll be interesting to see kind of how it shapes up come playoff time, because there are some really good things, but there's a lot of things that the Lakers need to kind of correct, right? And we'll see if the Lakers are actually able to correct those things. But again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Super Chat. I love AR. His impact was missed. Hope Luka is good. Maxi Kleba was the star in his role. Yeah, 1,000% he was a star in his role. And yeah, I mean, AR, I talked about it, right? Like, his ability to create that dribble penetration, his ability to shot create, his ability to play make and get other guys going, it's so invaluable, right? Like, outside of LeBron and Luka Doncic, you don't have anybody else, right? That's why there's an argument too to go get a Cam Thomas, right? I'm curious if Luka Doncic ends up missing extended time. Obviously, knock on wood, don't want that to happen. But like, if we get news like Luka's going to miss 2 weeks or something like that, I wonder if they just go sign Cam Thomas, because they're like, now we have the same problem we had when Reaves was out, or we don't have another shot creator, we don't have another ball handler, and we also got off of Gabe. I wonder if they go like, hey, let's just go get Cam Thomas and see how that works. That'd be kind of interesting. But what a win, man. 100%. LeBron did not need to play all of those minutes, though. A very rough game for him. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have like the greatest game. He was big when we needed him, though. Obviously, the turnover at the end, like, that was not great. But I thought, he's got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. 8 turnovers is not good. But again, I thought he struggled to shoot the basketball. Here, I'll tell you, you know what really has been driving me crazy this year about LeBron, right? Is it's almost like he's scared to shoot. And like, that's usually LeBron, like, lets him fly. I mean, last year we were like screaming for LeBron to stop shooting because he was like 0 of 21 at one point. We're like, dude, stop shooting the basketball. But like, it's like this year, it's almost like he's scared to shoot. He had like at least a good handful of just like wide open threes that he usually lets fly, and he just didn't, right? Like, I don't know. It's interesting, like, what's going on with that. And it wasn't just this game. It's been a theme a lot. I mean, we've kind of like briefly talked about it before. Like, like, it's odd. Like, LeBron's not really shooting the basketball. And I've even said, it's like, dude, he's like on pace to have one of the lowest shooting 3-point shooting seasons of his career, right? Like it's really strange that he's because usually he's over there just like let it fly, right? Like Cosman coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. AR back already, baby. When needed, AR steps up. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, I mean AR was phenomenal, right? Luka went down. It's like, oh man, Reaves just got back, right? And I mean Reaves said, "Don't worry, I got it. Settle it down. Give me the rock. Let's do this thing." And I do. I appreciate it. I mean, it's frustrating that we still can't get our guys healthy and right. Like that is frustrating, right? It's like we just got him back and now Luka's going down. It's like, come on, man. Can we just like get a string of guys together, please? Right? It's just like it's frustrating, right? Because it's just like, we really need those three to start to get the reps together and really mesh together and whatnot, right? Because like, again, if we're gonna have a real shot in the playoffs, it's gonna be on the backs of those three. It's gonna be on the backs of Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves being able to carry a big part of the workload and play off of each other and play together and stuff. And you need those reps. But appreciate you, Coswin. Let's see. Curry, Porzingis will be back on Saturday. Steve Kerr said he's not sure yet, but that the hope is they don't know if they'll be able to get the green light on Porzingis' health yet. Curry, I expect to be back. It's the Lakers. He'll probably be back. Porzingis is kind of up in the air right now. Oh man, AR can do whatever he likes to me. AR is special. 35 points, 25 minutes. This man is insane. Yeah, that was wild. And that's the other thing too. He did it on a minute restriction, which is great. And to be honest, he really did it in like 22 minutes because they put him in at the tail end of the first quarter, and he had 0 points. Right? He really didn't get the opportunity to like, hey, go until that second quarter. So, I mean, really, he did that, and like, yeah, dude, that was something. If somehow Luka loses his shooting touch, it's not just bad. Luke loses shooting touch. It's not just bad that the Lakers literally curse on them. Can't wait to see the impact he'll have. But hey, Lakers won because Gabe's off the team. LOL. I mean, here's the thing. Luke Cornett is like elite, right? Like, I mean, I talked about this in the live stream we did earlier today, right? Most of like the guys that usually like forget how to shoot aren't like elite shooters, right? Even Malik Beasley, right? Like people, I don't know if they just ignore it or they just aren't aware of it. But like people go, oh, Malik Beasley went to the Lakers and then just forgot how to shoot. He didn't though. He was just as bad on almost the same attempts and same field goal percentage with Utah. The hope was when we traded for him that he would get back into being, a 38% 3-point shooter. And he wasn't, right? He shot with the Utah Jazz. I think it was like 31% or something off the top of my head. And that's basically what he shot with the Lakers. So, like there's context in some of those cases. Luke Canard, that core, it keeps messing me up. Luke Canard, he's, you're talking about literally he's the best 3-point shooter in basketball this year. He's shooting 50% from 3-point range. Let's say he has a fall off. What is that fall off? 40%? 38%? He'd still be our best 3-point shooter, right? Like, I mean, I don't see him having like a 20% fall off. Like he might come and not like. I want to make a video about this. I'll probably post it on More As It Stands Lakers rather than this channel. But I want to talk about that too, right? Like we as a fan base need to be patient with Canard, right? Like give him a couple games, right? Because like if you're expecting him to come out and drop 20 first game, which I would love, don't get me wrong, if he could hit 10 threes and do all that stuff, that'd be beautiful. And it's just funny. He just did it to the Warriors like a week ago. And now his first game is probably against the Warriors. So I'm just saying, right? But in all honesty, like, it's going to take him time to get into the rhythm of the team. Right? He's a great 3-point shooter, so I'm expecting him to knock down some. I'm not expecting him to go 0-7 from 3-point range, but like to see like the true impact of Canard, we're probably not going to get for, a couple games. Right? As he's learning the plays, he's learning, where does LeBron, Luka, and Reaves, where do they like me to be? Or vice versa. Like, LeBron, I have the ball. Like, where's your spot? Right? Oh, it's, the weak side corner. Okay, well then I need you in the weak side corner so I can know you're there. And then also building that awareness of him. Right? Because like you see, like even with Connect, like Connect's out there, but like he won't even see the ball. Right? Like he might as well not even be out there. Right? You can't do that to Canard. You got to make sure that you're feeding him, especially when he's hot, right? Like he's a guy, again, I want at least 8 3-point attempts a game. That's what I need. I need at least 8 3-point attempts a game. Because then if he continues to shoot that 50%, you're giving me 4 made threes a game. Right? Like that. I mean, that could be the difference between winning or losing games here. We can finally start building a win streak. Yes. I mean, Lakers are on a win streak, right? Like it's a beautiful thing. Keep growing, keep expanding, all of that. Let's see. AR-15 Maxi, yes. When are we getting an apology for all your Reaves trade talks? Again, Austin Reaves is not untradeable. Again, tomorrow, if Austin Reaves or if Lakers get a phone call from the Spurs and the Spurs say, hey, we'll trade you Victor Wembanyama for Austin Reaves. Are you not doing that? Are you saying, no, sorry, Austin Reaves, my GOAT? No, of course you're not, right? So then you are willing to trade him too. It's just, what is your bar versus mine? Like, Austin, I think even the biggest Austin Reaves stan doesn't have him untradeable, right? Like, again, so to say like, oh, hey, if we trade him, like you would trade him too. You just think he's the Michael Jordan, right? Like, I don't think he's Michael Jordan. I think he's a very good basketball player. I think he's phenomenal, right? I think right now on this iteration of the Lakers need him. But I was a Laker fan before Austin Reaves. I'll be a Laker fan after Austin Reaves. If tomorrow, like if I jumped into a time machine, right, gentlemen, jump into a time machine, I come back to him, like, hey, gentlemen, hey, we can trade Austin Reaves for this package over here, and we will win the championship next year. Are you going like, nah, I can't trade Austin Reaves. Sorry, buddy. Like, no, dude, gentlemen, we'll win the championship. No, you're going like, no, okay. Like, if a trade makes us better for the now and the future, why wouldn't I trade Austin Reaves? Right? Like, it'd be foolish, right? Like, if I can get, like that, why wouldn't I? Right? Like, so again, like you don't even have Austin Reaves untradeable. So it's just, again, what is your level compared to mine? Are you going to apologize to me for wanting Austin Reaves traded? I'm going to say it again. This team is going to give me a heart attack. I feel it, my guy, for real. Like it's just like, I'll take the win though. But we might have to keep AR, put 3 and D cats around AR and Luka. Again, I'm all for it. I'm not against keeping AR. There's questions, right? Like to ignore the questions would be silly. Right? Like, can you win with Luka and Austin Reaves in your backcourt? Are they too redundant? Are they too similar? And on top of that, is both of their lack of defense an issue? Right? Like, these are all things that need to happen. And again, if you can get the right players, if you can get the right pieces, like, I would do it. Like, if I could get Trey Murphy and Herb Jones this offseason for Austin Reaves, sign me up, right? Like, again, like it depends on what there is, right? Like, Austin Reaves is great, but you need a very specific team around Austin Reaves. And maybe the Lakers can build it this year, right? But you need athleticism and defense around Luka and Austin Reaves. You need, Tari Eason, Keon Ellis, Io DeSumo, go trade for a Nick Claxton, right? Like you need a defensive center, a defensive, athletic, versatile defensive players that can slot in next to Luka and Austin Reaves, right? Like I do like, can the Lakers win with Luka and Austin Reaves as their backcourt? Absolutely. Absolutely. You just need the right complementary players alongside them to be able to master their element elements and maximize their strengths. If you can do that, then you're going to be in really good shape. So, again, anything's possible. Cosmin, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Malik Beasley was leading the league in three-pointers made, even over Steph before the trade for him. The curse is real. I hope it doesn't impact Luka too. Yeah, but he was doing it on terrible efficiency, right? Like, he was just getting volume, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, he was on a bad Utah team, so he was just able to just let it fly, right? He was able to just like jack them up, right? Like, and that's the difference, right? So again, you look at on Utah. Here we go. All right, so come on, there we go. On Utah, he took 8.6 attempts. So he took basically just under 9 attempts per game. He shot 35.9% from three-point range. On the Lakers that year, he shot on 7.2 attempts. So almost, 1.5 fewer attempts. He shot 35.3%. Like, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, like the context is important. Like, I understand Malik Beasley made, but it's because he's taking 10 threes a game, right? Like, Malik Beasley shot, we'll round up, 36%. He shot 35.5% on the Lakers. It was only a half a percent difference, right? Like, people made it seem, and still make it seem, like he shot 42% from three-point range with Utah, and then it tanked to like 25%. Like, no, he was the same. Again, it's here, right? Like, sorry, I lost. There we go. Again, 2022-2023 season, 8.6 attempts. He shot 35.9%. With the Lakers, on 7.2 attempts, which, by the way, that's what Luke Cornett needs to be taking, 8.6 to 7.2. I need 7 to 8 attempts a game, just saying. But on 7.2 attempts, he shot 35.3%. He shot damn near the same percentage, right? So, like, that's the thing. Like, I just... that's usually the one that people point to and go like, oh, see, Lakers curse, man. Malik Beasley comes, dead-eye shooter, forgets how to shoot. He shot the same percentage. Like, literally shot, you're right, he shot 0.5% worse, right? Like, I don't know if that's a curse, right? Like, I don't know if that's something, right? Like, but, nonetheless, I appreciate you as always. Oh, you sent another one coming out, $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I hope Rob doesn't wait till the summer out for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. So, good thing is, right? Or here, let me hang on. I thought maybe they were connected, so I wanted to check. But here, let me finish the thing. So again, I'm good on the curse thing, right? Like, I think I don't think I think Canard is gonna be fine. Like, we've had, I mean, Rui came to Lakers shot better. Like, I can name as many players that have gotten better from three-point shooting than guys that got worse. I mean, even Jared Vanderbilt, right? I think actually shot a better three-point percentage with the Lakers than he did with Utah, right? Like, so again, like, you can there's always going to be that there. Like, you can always kind of like, I guess nitpick certain things. It's probably not the right phrase, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, but like, you look at, I believe, where was that? I shot 3% worse. But point is that, like, again, we've had several guys that have actually improved their three-point shooting when they've gone to Lakers. Hopefully Luke Canard is one of them. I don't know how you get much better than 50%, right? Like, so again, as long as he's in the 40s, I'm good. He's a career 44%. Like, I'm not saying he has to shoot 50% on this Lakers team, but as long as he's like his career average, I'm good, which is 44%. So if he's in that 43 to 44% range, perfect, beautiful, chef kiss, right? But moving on into the Giannis part of it. So the good thing is, about the Giannis side, and again, another thing I need to make a video about. Good thing about the Giannis side is the Lakers pick becomes available on draft night. So if the Lakers make the Giannis trade, it's probably on draft night because the Lakers would then draft for the Bucks, right? So like chances are if Giannis is going to be a Laker, it's probably before free agency. So if Giannis is going to be a Laker, it's probably before that. So what would most likely happen, again, assuming like if it does happen, is Giannis says he wants to go to Lakers. Lakers end up working it out. They probably flip Austin Reaves for assets and players and picks and stuff like that. Go, whoever, right? Like, the Nets or something like that. Get like 3 or 4 firsts for Austin Reaves. And then now take those picks and then package that with their other picks and go like, hey, we can just absorb Giannis's salary. So we can basically clear. So like you can take back a bunch of contracts or we can just absorb his salary. And then here's 7 first-round picks. And one of those would have to be picked up on draft night. That's likely how this has to go. Right. So Lakers probably won't be waiting out Giannis all summer, which is good. Right. It'll probably be resolved pretty quickly. It should be resolved hopefully before free agency. At least we'll probably get word. So if the Lakers end up drafting somebody like random, you're like, why do Lakers draft him? Like that doesn't make sense. Then that's probably a good sign that the Lakers just traded for Giannis, right? Like there'll be clues and stuff like that, which we'll talk about once we get closer to the trade line. I'll make a video about Giannis and that whole thing because obviously it's relevant to yesterday or today. But yeah, I mean, there'll be a lot of things we need to kind of look out for once we get there. This offseason is going to be wild. So strap in. I'm going to be busy. It's going to be a busy offseason, which I'm excited for. I am. I love talking about this stuff. I talk about this all day, but it's going to be busy. So, if you think I post a lot right now, not you, Cos, when I'm speaking generally, I know you appreciate it, but if you think I post a lot right now, just wait. This offseason is going to be just wild, absolutely wild. But anyway, again, I appreciate you. All right, let's do like another row or two, and then I'm gonna skate on out of here. Been busy last few days. Been a lot, which is good. It's fun. I love it. Maxi Kleba should be in the rotation. He can play the 3. He has good lateral movement, and he has good hands on tapping the ball. I don't know if he can play the 3, right? Like he could switch out at times, but it's not something I think you'd want to do regularly. Look, I like Maxi Kleba. I've always maintained he's a very good basketball player. Like he is. He's not like a star or superstar or anything like that. Like he's somebody. Even when I did my breakdown of Maxi Kleba, when we traded for him and part of Luka trade, I did a whole video breaking Maxi Kleba down. Like one of the things that I talked about was like, he's really good. He's just a really good player, right? He makes the right plays. He never plays outside of his realm. Right? He never tries to do too much. He always seems to be in the right spot. Like he's just a very good basketball player, right? Like very good basketball player. I'm not going to lie. We can't trade Reaves. This might be a completely different player. Normally AR has like 5 bad games back from injury. Look, again, I'm all for keeping Austin Reaves if you can build the right thing. If the Lakers can land Giannis, they're going to trade Reaves for Giannis, right? I don't think the Lakers will trade Reaves for anything else, unless Reaves actually wants to leave and wants out. But I don't really see that happening. I think Reaves wants to be a Laker. I think the only way Reaves ends up getting traded is for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Again, never say never. Stranger things happen. I mean, Lakers get some crazy offer, right? Like where it's like, man, how do we say no to this? It's you never know. You get teams that get desperate, or you get a team that's just like, man, Reaves might be the missing piece for us. And Houston's like, hey, we'll give you a 5 first, Tari Eason and Jabari Smith. Do they basically give us a Giannis package for Austin Reaves? It's like, here you go. Here's Austin, right? Like, so again, he's not untradeable, but he's very good, right? He is a very good basketball player. Like I've maintained, the guy is very good, right? He's been much more consistent this year. Like you're right, which is the key, right? What's been my biggest knock on Austin Reaves the last few years? What's been my biggest kind of gripe on Austin Reaves the last few years? His lack of consistency, right? Like everyone's like, oh, you're an Austin Reaves hitter. I'm not. I'm just holding him accountable for his inconsistencies, right? He'll have 3 or 4 games where he's him, and everyone's like, oh, see, look, Tyler, you're a moron, right? And then he'll have and then he'll have 5 straight games where he's just like garbage. And then everyone's like crickets. And it's like, and I'm like, wait, where'd everybody go? I thought Austin Reaves was him. Like, what happened? And they're like, oh, you're just a hater. Like, no, it's a pattern, right? Like he just keeps doing it. This year, he hasn't done that. This year, he's been very good. Obviously, again, bad games happen. And he's had a bad game or two that I actually praised him and was like, there was a game where he was terrible offensively. And actually the chat was like kind of going in on him. And I was like, no, like I think he had like 9 assists that game. I was like, no, he controlled the game. He did and I was like, I actually thought he had a solid game. He just couldn't hit shots, which is fine. What else do you do besides hitting shots? Right. Like, so again, I've defended Reaves. I've criticized her. No one's I criticize Luka. I've criticized LeBron, right? Like, it's just Austin Reaves and LeBron are like the 2 guys that since I've done this, anytime I like mention something bad they do, everyone's just like, all the vultures are like, what are you doing? Right? Like, dude, like I criticize Anthony Davis. Everyone's like, preach, Tyler, let him know. I criticize Luka. Everyone's like, preach, Tyler. But as soon as I'm like, yeah, Austin Reaves 8 turnovers. Oh, what do you want him to do? Like, dude, like relax. Like he had 8 turnovers, not a good game, right? Like, but anyway. All right, let's do a couple more and then let's get on out of here. LeBron looked I hope we don't lose Luka now. I thought we got Reaves back. We need all 3. Agreed. Like I said, hopefully if he does, like if he misses a game or 2, I'm okay with it, but hopefully it's nothing long term. LeBron looked terrible. Thank God for AR. I don't know about terrible, but it wasn't a great game. Like I said, they were applying a ton of ball pressure all game. All of our ball handlers turned the ball over hefty. I mean, even AR had 5 turnovers. Luka had 5 turnovers. LeBron had 5 turnovers. LeBron and Luka were rough. I'll give you this. They were both terrible to start the game. Both of them were terrible to start the game, right? But LeBron kind of found his stride as the game progressed, which he usually does. But again, you would trade Reaves too. Nice try. Well, Luka missed some time. Let's sign Cam Thomas. It's funny. I mentioned that, a little while ago. I was like, I wonder if that actually happens. Maxi was so good. Also, Rui off the bench had been so good. Watching my Rui is so smooth. He doesn't really miss good shots. Yeah. Again, I like that they actually ran through him on possessions, right? Like, do that as such. But LeBron needs to realize that his timing is a split second slower at this age, which is causing all these turnovers. Yeah, I mean, it, very well could be that, right? Like, it's one of those things where it's like you need it, you need to recognize, he's had a couple games like that. Really the last few years where, at the end of the game, he just careless turnover. He cost us that one game last year. Who was it? It was against Phoenix, where he just like the inbounds pass, he just like threw it right to the opposing team's player. Like he's had some of those games, which is like, I appreciate you. Thank you. I do. I appreciate it. I really do. Like I said, I say it all the time. I'm still amazed that I have people that actually want to listen and talk to me and stuff like that. It's amazing. I heard Giannis looking at 3 teams: Knicks, Heat, and our Lakers. Yeah. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head. I have it like saved, but yeah, that the Lakers, the Knicks and the Heat are like the 2 kind of top teams, but he kind of likes the idea of the Lakers. Look, it's this simple. If Giannis wants the Lakers, he'll be a Laker. If he wants anyone else, he's probably not going to be a Laker. It just boils down to that. If he wants the Lakers, he's probably going to get the Lakers. So anyway, let's see. Do like 2 more. No, there's no status on Luka yet. At least that I've seen. I've been waiting for like a notification or something, but haven't gotten anything. I'll have to look into it when I get off this live stream in a minute. Hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully he's just hopefully he's back soon. LeBron will only play hard during the playoffs. I mean, he always is better in the playoffs, so I trust. And the key is him being healthy, right? Hopefully he gets back to being healthy this year for the playoffs, because that's been a problem. The last few years he hasn't been healthy. LA Lakers need to get defensive players. The buyout market, yeah. I mean, again, it just depends on who's available or who becomes available. But I'm hoping Portland buys out Matisse Thybulle and Haywood Highsmith. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I got I gotta get the videos edited and stuff for the morning, and I want to try to get some sleep finally because I don't have to rush to go do that. But it's I don't know. It's I'm tired. It's been a long couple of days, which again, like I said, I love. Like I promise, not complaining. It's just complaining, right? No, but no, I'm very thankful. I'm very appreciative, and glad the Lakers got a trade. There's a lot of stuff to be excited for, a lot of things to be hyped about. But anyway, I'm gonna skate on out of here. Everyone that gave me super chats, thank you so much. Seriously, it helps me out a ton. And everyone that's just here hanging out with me, I really do appreciate you guys. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. And hopefully we get our new player on